Good afternoon, good morning, good day to you, everyone watching my notes on page 67 of our math notebooks. Today we're talking about lesson 10.1, representing algebraic expressions. And we're going to use notes that we took on page, I believe it was 63, to help us with this. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit, take a look at the instructions at the top, and see if we can figure this out. So it says, write expressions from the phrases below. Be sure to circle the quantities and underline clue words. So circle quantities and underline clue words. Okay. So we have this first expression here. It says, and written out, it says the sum of x, 7 and x, the sum of 7 and x. So they want us to circle the quantities and underline the clue words. So I'm going to circle the quantities. We have, I'm going to do this in blue, 7 and x, and then underline the clue words. Well, this is sum of. Now, if you look on page 63 at the notes, sum means addition. So what is the operation? The operation is addition. And the expression would be written just 7 plus x. Now, I could say x plus 7 too. All right. Not too bad, right? Let's look at the next one. It says the quotient of z and 3. All right, so I'm going to circle the quantities, which is the variable z and the constant 3, and then I'm going to underline the clue word quotient. Now, if you look on page 63, quotient means the operation division. And this is where we have to be careful. I cannot divide in any order I want. I got to do it exactly like it says here. So the expression using division as the operation, z and 3, the quotient of z and 3. So z divided by 3, I believe, should be what we write. So you could do z divided by 3 as the expression. You could also do z divided by 3 like that if you wanted to. All right, so that's the first part of this page. Let's move on to the next part. It says here, the next part, identify the operation, then write each algebraic expression as a phrase. So this time we have to do the opposite. We have to look at what we have here, find out what the operation is, and then write down the phrase. So we have 11x. So 11 with the variable x right next to it. The operation here is multiplication. Whenever you see a variable next to a number directly attached to it, that means it's multiplied by that number. Okay, so 11 times x. What phrase could we use? Well, we could say 11 times x. We could use 11 multiplied by x. What is the product of 11 and x? What are that'd probably be the best option. So I'm going to use product here and say the product of 11 and x. So that'd be 11 times x to get that answer. All right. The next one down below, 8 minus y. Well, it's pretty clear what the operation is, right? The operation is subtraction. Okay. And the phrase that we're going to say here, there's a couple ways you could do this. On page 63 for subtraction, you could say subtracted from, you could say minus, you could say difference, and you could say less than. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use less than for my phrase here, and I'm going to say, well, maybe not less than. Maybe I'll just say 8 minus y. We'll keep it simple. So 8, use the word 8 minus y. All right. You could write something else too. What is the difference of 8 and y? Maybe something along those lines. So there's different phrases here you could use to represent that expression. This is page 67 of your math notebook. If you have any questions about this, please let me know. Feel free to pause the video, rewind it, watch it again, and do your best work. Thank you, everyone, and so see you in the next one.